but the Phillies have a 6-run sixth.
That's that swing by Charlie Hayes, and he knew it off the crack of the bat. That was a bullet.
6 runs, 4 hits, nobody left, and it's 11-9 Phillies as we move to the 7th.
Welcome back to Anaheim. There's a player.
Counting down to first pitch in Philadelphia. Interleague Baseball. Next. With the skyline in front of us, a look at Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. Game 1 here in the month of May between the Central Division leading Cleveland Indians and the Philadelphia Phillies. With that, we welcome you inside the broadcast booth. Matt Vasgersian here with you. I'm joined by Eric Harris and Steve Lyons. And Eric, let's give the folks at home a look at what's happened in the first 2 games of the series.
Yeah, we're just hoping that we get the same kind of offense we got last night. A lot of runs scored in that ball game, as you see there. Good for the fans, but not so good for the ERAs.
More from the guys moving forward this afternoon, but first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Cleveland Indians, as their order will read like this. And there's a look at the starter this lineup will match up against as you take a look at his line on the right side of your screen. Now we'll look at the way the Phillies will line up behind him. Junior Ortiz will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. And they'll come back with 1 in the third as the count moves to 2-1 now. Eric, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
And after the loss in the opener of the series, that was a much-needed win yesterday. So they can look to win this series and take 2 out of 3 if they can just take care of business here.
Murphy has to come in a few steps, but he has it for route number 1.
Second, shortstop, Jerry Brown.
Jerry Brown will stand in. Couple of hits in that ball game last night. Now here's the pitch. Now a ball hit foul down the line in right and in amongst the fans. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. He got the high fastball there, and he popped it straight up. Duncan is underneath this one. 2 gone.
And one thing this kid's going to find out is that everything speeds up at the major league level. You know, those pitches that you were on top of in AAA, they have a tendency to get on top of you much quicker now. You got to learn to adjust.
Now the pitch. Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. So now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. starting lineup for the Phillies is there on your screen. And look there at the starting pitcher charged with facing these guys as his numbers are on your screen. Defensively, the Indians will line up this way. Lenny Dykes will stand in now, and his batting average currently good for 7th in the National League. To 2-2 now. Eric, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
And after the loss last time out, that sets up a rubber match here in the finale, so I'm expecting this to be the best game of the 3.
And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. Well, he's waiting on the breaking ball there and sends it to deep right field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. And the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
Well, there are curveballs that have some pretty good bite to them, and then there's some hangers. And this, folks, well, this is a hanger. Well, you can see his eyes light up on that one. That's a mistake pitch if I've ever seen one.
Is it too late to trade in my season tickets?
Into the box now, number 22. Now a ground ball towards the hole. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first.
Well, everything looked okay here on the pickup and transfer, but then you see him just fire this thing straight into the box seats down there. That's going to be scored in E5 and a lucky souvenir baseball for one of the fans.
Dale Murphy will stand in, and he's certainly a dangerous man up there, currently 2nd in the National League in RBIs.
Is it too late to trade in my season tickets?
He's ready. Now the pitch. Here's a swing and heads up as he had to hit the deck for dear life that time. Here he comes again, 1-2. And a swing and a ball hit foul heading for the seats. So another foul ball here, and it remains 1-2. And that will end up a foul ball. He'll try again, 1-2. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
You can see where they want to go to try and get him out. A lot of pitches in on the hands in this sequence. They don't want him to be able to extend.
From the belt, the pitch. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
And against a veteran hitter like this, you got to be in that strike zone early in the count, because the more pitches he sees, the better he's going to be able to time anything you've got.
Pause, now the pitch. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
For as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Rick Shuey ready to take his first cuts here. 2-2. Well, this first inning's been a rough one already. He needs an out here in the worst way.
Yeah, and you don't want to get caught having to play catch up this early in the ball game. So you're right. He's got to work his way out of this jam right now.
Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Ready with another 2-2. Outside and a full count, 3-2. So this is pulled in by the shortstop.
Well, that's the hardest hit ball he's had all series, and he's still looking for that first hit, but it didn't work out for him here.
In now, Mariano Duncan. A ball hit hard to the left side. And that's in there. Base hit. Long throw to third. And he will make it to third by a whisker as he's safe on a very close play.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see him. He was right on that.
Darren Dalton strides forward with a hot bat in his hand. Great numbers over the past few games. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. Just keeping him close. He waits. Now the pitch. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
And now, with runners at the corners and 2 strikes, this is a spot where you've got to make something positive come out of this on the mound.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. And he's safe.
And you'd think that one mound doesn't differ all that much from another, but sometimes when you're on the road, it takes an inning or two to really get a feel out there, and this one wasn't even close.
Second and third here, 1 man out. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
With 1 out, definitely a strikeout situation with 2 men in scoring position. And that is a great pitch right there to pick up a very important second out.
Into the box, John Crook. Fastball called strike, 1-2.
He still needs 1 more strike, but hey, if he can get out of here only giving up 2 runs, I'd call that a win.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Now another 1-2. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Hill is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. We'll move to inning number 2 here in Philadelphia. It's the Phillies 2 and the Indians nothing. Hill steps in hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. And the pitch. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Stepping in now, Ron Jones. 1-1 pitch swung on and pulled down the line to third. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting sixth, second baseman, Carlos Baerga.
Carlos Baerga into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. 2 out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Sometimes all it takes is just one call to go against you, like that one right there, and then you get yourself out of your own rhythm. You got to be able to put that behind you and move on.
Here it comes. There's the cold strike he was looking for. 2-2 now.
And now at the plate, here's where you got to put yourself in the pitcher's head and figure out, what would I throw on a 2-2 pitch?
Pitch on the way. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tribe. They're down 2-0. Number 8 will stand in, and he was a big part of the win last night as he contributed 3 hits to his guys' effort. Now here it comes. Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
Batting ninth, catcher, Ken Howell.
Ken Howell will get his first cuts here.
Is it too late to trade in my season tickets?
Now the pitch. That one finds the target on the outer half. It's 1-2. And here is strike 3 called on the fastball. Looked to be about eye level, but it's out number 2 instead.
Well, let's isolate this release here. You can see he's got an easy motion, easy delivery, and boom, then he runs this pitch up there pretty darn quick.
Into the box now, Lenny Dykes. Now a curveball's in there, 1-2 now.
Well, much better here in the second inning. To me, he looked a little bit tentative early on. It's starting to look like he's finding the rhythm now.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Phillies down in order. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Corey Snyder will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the third inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
In Major League Baseball. Second lowest.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. The pitch. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
Two-2 pitch pulled on the ground down to third. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
First baseman, Carlos Martinez.
Carlos Martinez will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. Now here's the pitch.
Cleveland has the second lowest attendance.
Look out, and that'll give him a close shave.
Second lowest.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Still no hits on the ledger, but at least they get themselves a base runner here. And that's a step in the right direction.
Number 32.
Number 32 is ready for his first AB here in this one. Indians still in search of their first hit of the ball game. And they'll try and play for one here as he gets this one down. A tag for one, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Well, this is a nice job here of giving himself up. You see him square and put this ball down over toward the right side of the infield, and that's just where you want it to be. They do put the tag on him, but, hey, he gets the job done.
Standing in now, Junior Ortiz. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. Murphy is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Number 22 will be the batter, 0 for 1 here in the early going. That's on the corner to put him behind now, 1-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that's in there, base hit.
Well, this is already a 2-0 game, and now the leadoff man's on again here to start the third. You've got a chance now to really open things up early and build up a nice, comfortable lead.
Dale Murphy will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. A runner at first with no outs here. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it for 3-1. A lot of deep counts for these guys early on.
And the more the better as far as they're concerned. They'd like to get him out of here as quick as they can.
Now here's the ball sent out to right center field, and that's going to get down for him, a base hit.
And these guys would like nothing more than to add on to their 2-run lead. And back-to-back hits have them in business to do just that.
Rick Shuey stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. First and second here with nobody out. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Is it too late to trade in my season ticket?
Again, a 1-2. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. That's in there, base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Mariano Duncan has a great opportunity now to break this game wide open as he comes to the plate with the bases loaded.
Is it too late to trade in my season tickets?
He's set, now the pitch. Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. And that's in there, base hit. 1 run is scored. And not in time as the 2nd run scored.
It's only the 3rd inning here, and he's already given up more hits so far than he did in his entire start last time out. He hasn't been able to reproduce what he had going on last time, at least not to this point.
Darren Dalton is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. He's set, now the pitch. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
And this is a guy that needs to throw that curveball for strikes.
Yeah, when he doesn't have command on it, that's when he has to lean on his fastball. And sometimes that'll get him in trouble.
Comes set, now the pitch. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. None out, runners at first and second. Now a ball hit hard towards the hole, and that is into right field, a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Now here comes the Cleveland skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So it's an early shower here this afternoon as this will not go down as one of his better outings. Charles Nagy is going to come on to pitch here, and seeing as though it's just the 3rd inning, he may be asked to work for a while. John Crook will stand in against the new pitcher, and he couldn't ask for a better scenario as he stands in with the bases loaded and nobody out. And this could be trouble now. It's 3-1. Bases loaded here, nobody out. Swing, and this is hit hard but foul toward the third base dugout. Comes set, now the pitch. Swing and a line drive. That's in there, base hit. 1 run scores. Now it's cut off, a throw to the plate. And not in time as the 2nd run scores.
If you want to put a big smile on the face of your starting pitcher, give him a 6-run lead early on and see what you get. He's got to be loving this right now, and I got a feeling they're not done scoring runs for him yet.
Number 8 will stand in with 4 runs home in the inning already and still nothing in the outcome.
Yeah, I don't know quite where you go from here. You need something to break your way, or else this is going to be over early.
Goes the other way as this is down the line at third. And the throw will go to second as they get the force out. But they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
And here's why you always go in hard at second base. This could be a very easy double play ball, but you see the aggressive slide here. That really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up getting just one on that play. Excellent aggressive base running.
Something off here as this is a lazy fly ball out to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. A block at the plate, and he's out trying to score. It's a double play, and the inning is over. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Phillies 6 and the Indians nothing. Jerry Brown will come forward now to start the inning, and with his guys down 6 in the early going, they're going to need to put something together here or risk being blown out.
Yeah, and I think the big thing here is you've got to come up with something, even if it's just 1 run. You got to let those guys over there know that you haven't given up and that you're going to fight them until the last out.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Well, they still don't have any hits, but at least they've got themselves a leadoff walk. In the way things are going, I think they'll happily take that.
Brooke Jacob stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Cleveland has the 2nd lowest attendance in Major League Baseball. 2nd lowest.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit hard but foul. Out of play. No runs, no hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Cleveland so far. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. The 2-2 one more time. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Hill is on deck. From the belt, the pitch. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And it's gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. As the lead is cut to 4, it's 6-2 now.
And you know what, guys? This could turn out to be a really important swing right here. Not just for the fact that they finally get on the board, but also because now it's 6-2, they've narrowed that deficit down to slam range. 1 grand slam, we might be all tied up.
Into the box, Hill. Oh, they think they may have gotten him again. This one's hit deep to left field, and for the 2nd time in the inning, the gopher ball will come back to bite him. It's a home run. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 5 on the year, and with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
You want production from the middle of your lineup? How about back-to-back home runs? I'd say that's production.
Into the box now, Ron Jones. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And he gets the forkball over that time, so he works it back to even 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
3 runs already home here. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw on to first, and they're finally able to get on the board here. There's 1 away.
This is a pretty simple play for a catcher right here. It's a nice pitch, and it looks like he might have chopped it right down off a home plate. You can see the catcher get out of his crouch, take it on one big hop, and then just make the